Victor Turner is concerned about the middle part, the second stage, liminal phase. What is this liminal phase? He gives a few characteristics of the liminal phase. Characteristics like you are shun of all your roles and responsibilities. You are subjected to a lot of humility and you are a part of a group. Now, there is a concept called liminality and communitas. Often it's wrongly quoted as just liminalities. Victor Turner points out that liminality is always paired with communitas. What is communitas? Nothing. It's just community. That means a group of people are going through the liminal phase. Okay? And because he wanted to distinguish from the word community, he uses the word communitas. Okay? So we know that Arnold Van Knapp gave the concept of rites de passage that happens in three stages. You have earlier role, then you have the liminal phase, and you have the next role. Okay? There are in this Victor Turner is considered about the middle part, the second stage, liminal phase. Okay? So what is this liminal phase? He gives a few characteristics of the liminal phase. Characteristics like you are shun of all your roles and responsibilities. Okay? You are subjected to a lot of humility and you are a part of a group. This phase, the liminal phase, is often referred to about the initiations of teenagers into the different roles that they get. Like we read about in lineage-based societies, that the young warriors before they enter the youth dormitory and after they are declared warrior or herders or XYZ. Hanji. Liminal phase. Liminal is मतलब you are not having anything. Liminal पानी is liminal ना बह जाता है कहीं भी. वो मूवी में देखी प्यार का पंचनामा लिक्विड बहुत ज्यादा बहता है. सेम नहीं देखी. देख लेना यार अच्छी मूवी है. तो गाइड एटलीस्ट थी. वुमेन बैशिंग बहुत की है उसमें. Anyway. So liminal basically is the phase where do not have a structure. ठीक है ना. Okay. So characteristics are highlighted. It's always in groups. You can please scribble down. It always happens in group. A group he called as communitas. Then you are shun of SHU and shun of all your roles and responsibilities. Hmm. You are subjected to a lot of humiliation, subjected to a lot of humiliation. And last, it is a temporary phase. Temporary phase. Okay. Can anyone think of an example?
That can
Right?
we consider
Hmm.
Upanayanam.
Which one?
Upanayanam, sir.
Upnayan.
Mm.
Describe Upnayan for me, please.
Mm. Before the Upanayan, there will be Brahmachari. After that, they will get into the marriage. A
Where is
sacred marriage.
the Upnayan Sanskar is basically the Janev Sanskar, na?
Yes, sir.
Ah. So it is one small ritual. Where is the humiliation? Where is the group? You actually pointed it right, but the description is wrong. In modern days, the Upanayan Sanskar has been reduced. Okay? So let us take simple examples, then we'll go to the complex one. Let us talk about the death rituals in a Hindu society. When the person who is giving the funeral fire, huh? You have seen, you must have all seen. Okay? He is shaved off, all dadi and all beard and hair. Huh? He's made to dress in plain clothes, huh? Barely any footwear, very small, very slippers, made to sleep on the floor. Hmm? And once this 13-day period is over and the kriya happens, there is a ritual called Rasam Pagdi, huh? Where the one who is going through this phase gets to be the head of the family. So earlier the role was a son, elder son, and the liminal phase. The next phase is head of the family. Okay? But there is one characteristic missing. It is humiliate, temporary. All that is their roles and responsibility. You are not allowed to eat spicy food in that period. ठीक है ना? होता है ऐसा. I think you are too young to have witnessed this too close, but at least you are able to draw the correlation. ठीक है ना? So these things are there, but one characteristic is missing. That is communitas. Okay? However, other things, just for the explanation sake, it is right. Okay. Second, another example I saw in one of the YouTube videos, but I didn't find it correct. So if you see, please note it down. He's talking about a groom going through the liminal phase before marriage. Because there is a period before Hindu marriage that the groom is not supposed to leave the house. They are given some form of dagger or something to keep with them. These things are there, but they are not satisfactory enough because humiliation part is not there. But there is in few communities, if you go to that extent. So if you are using that example to explain, then make sure that you go in detail. But I'll give you better examples anyway. आता हूँ उस पर, आता हूँ 2 मिनट रुको ना, वहीं पे ही आ रहा हूँ. I'll come there also. So the groom and the bride, they are supposed to fast for a certain period, and they are made to wear very lame clothes, plain clothes, and all. If those rituals are involved, then maybe you can tell that the pre-wedding ritual for a groom or a bride is example of liminality without communitas, obviously. But we'll take the exact suitable examples from our surroundings. The very first example Shiva pointed out, Upanayan Sanskar, but in its original sense. Indian society, if you look at an example for liminal phase, the from Upanayan Sanskar to graduation to becoming a Sanatak, the entire phase will be a liminal phase. Okay? When you enter the ashram, Upanayan Sanskar is conducted. That is, sacred thread is worn. And that no personifies, or rather depicts the Dvij concept of Dvij that is present in Indian society. I don't call it Hindu society; it is Indian society. Okay? The concept of Dvij, that is Dvijan. We in traditional Indian society we believe person is born first when he or she exits the womb, and second when the sacred thread ceremony is complete. That is the Uupanayan sanskar. Okay? So that is how we. Just a minute, Yaman. Uupanayan sanskar that happens. That signifies the second birth. Okay? The entire phase where you are when you are staying with ashram is marked with all four characteristics, not four major characteristics, as pointed by Victor Turner. First being first being communitas. Okay, so the phase is conducted through groups. No single student is taken in by any guru. Okay. Second, shunning of all your roles and responsibilities. Be it you are a son of a king, a minister, or no any even a son of Shudra, they are allowed to take education. So you are shun of all your roles and responsibilities. Okay. Humility. The moment you enter, your head is shaved. You are made to clean the ashram. You are made to no gather alms. I will not use the word beg. I'll use the word alms. The difference being begging means you are helpless, but alms means that it is a social role. As per the Manusmriti, Brahmins are prescribed, not advised. Brahmins are prescribed to live on alms. They are not supposed to have possessions, material possessions. Only knowledge possessions they are to. So humility is observed. Then students collect alms in to collect food for their guru and family. And finally, the phase is temporary. When you walk out of it, the guru assigns you as sanatak, uh, or what you call in English as graduate. Sanatak. How will you write sanatak? Sanatak. Okay. Becomes sanatak, and no, accordingly, as per your qualifications, the guru will assign you your varana. Varana is varana. ठीक है ना? Do not misspell this as वरना, ये गलत है. ठीक है, पूरा ऐसे करके गलत है. This is all you know mistranslation that gives all the ill fame to Manu Smriti, Manu and his teachings.
All the soul being a liminal phase.
जो
Person dies. Just consider rebirth is there. For like 12, 13 days of dimension. It doesn't have any roles and responsibilities. If the person was bad, will be subjected to a lot of humiliation as well. And also it's a temporary phase. After that,
देखो, you're talking about something we do not physically witness. He is talking about again the same Hindu tradition where it is believed after the burning of the body, after the soul leaves the body, the soul resides nearby till the Kriya Sanskar is done. Okay? So he is saying that can soul be said to in a liminal phase? Good example, but for nothing that we can physically see. So the better example will be the one I told. Okay? Well, it's good that you understood. I'm not sure about the humiliation part, but ठीक है यार, वो अलग अलग different Purans have different versions, so that becomes debatable. Yeah, that is the best, na? No, death is not the best. No, that is the worst. The person who dies, for him it is the best. Who are living are the one who left to suffer. At least that's what my opinion. थोड़ा बहुत भगवत गीता पढ़ ली थी मैंने. Anyway, ठीक है. One example. Another example that Gaurav was pointing out. The army. I'll give you an example. IMA, Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. When you are entering, heads shaved off, not practically shaved off, you have tiny hair. crop cut or crew cut it is called, na? Close crop, जो भी है, whatever the name is, है ना? Then everyone is to wear same things. The conditions, you are made to sit in a group. There is a rule even when you are watching movie, when you are in training, you are supposed to sit upright. Yeah, this sitting upright remind me, what is the right way to sit in an interview? I'll tell you. Try to have your body weight centered on your upper thigh. You will immediately find your spine straightening up. If you want, you can try. अपने आप नजर आ जाएगा. दिख गया? That is the right way to sit. Anyway, even even when you are having food, if any senior comes up, you have to stand up and salute, sir. Huh? In even though you have to go everywhere running, you cannot walk to any place. That is the rule. So even after you had your dinner, you are supposed to going to for your barrack. You are supposed to run there. Even when you woke up in night for a midnight nature's call, you're supposed to run. Okay? And a friend of mine was in IMA. He told me about this very interesting punishment called Masuri night. That is often people are subjected to. Can anyone guess what is it? Or if they know? यार कैमरा ऑन रखा करो, ये अच्छी बात नहीं है. Anyone? The punishment goes like, if anyone disrespect their senior or something, they are sent outside in the night, and there is this kind of a cemented tub that is there, filled of water. And Dehradun, Masuri, it's quite cold. They are made to sit. They are in their stand or sit, depending, in their undergarments, and they are supposed to pour the cold water on their head. Huh? And why is it called Masuri nights? Because from there you see one light. Dehradun is at a lower altitude and Masuri is at a higher altitude. If you see the map, so you can see Masuri, and there is a light that is switched on there. Till the light is on, you have to keep on doing that. That is why it's called Masuri night. So such a level of humiliation. Community task group is always there. Roles and responsibility shun off, and when they graduate, the feeling of wearing the uniform is indescribable. Okay? So any of these two examples are way more relevant to describe liminality.